Yeah, guys, I'm going to be real with you. Something about Russell Westbrook and retired. Those just don't go in the same sentence together. I mean, you talk about a guy who just had monster stat line after monster stat line, right? This guy averaged a triple double. First guy to do that since Oscar Robertson, who was playing against nobody. And I can get all high roller on you, like, oh, here's this graph. Now here's Russell Westbrook on this graph for triple doubles. Look at him on the top. But honestly, the eye test is just all that you needed to use for this guy. I mean, he had top top three heart out of any NBA player ever. And by heart, of course, I just mean love for the game. I put him top three because I would have Kobe over him, right? Mamba mentality, that's the whole thing. Now, a lot of people are finding out about the Colorado incident, so maybe he's a topic I should stay away from. But another guy who I think is like he just has so much heart is Kevin Garnett. Ever heard of the Kevin Garnett rule? Oh, if you can't, look it up here. I'll put it on the screen. But basically, I mean that just embodies spirit. Play after the whistle. You know what I mean? And then of course there's Russell Westbrook, a guy when he dunks, the whole stadium hears it. Right? One of my favorite plays of all time. Here, look at this.
This is 2 out of 12 from beyond the arc. Russ, throw it down! Throw it down, Russ! Down the middle he goes!
And then he gets a technical for taunting.
He goes at Rudy Gobert, multi-time defensive player of the year. He shut the league down. That's how good of a defender he was. Y'all remember that? And Russell Westbrook, I mean, what a career to have, right? All these moments in interviews. You remember this?
Russ, did you guys lose this game or did the Jazz win this one?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
What kind of boneheaded question is that? I don't even know where to start. Like, I think people think the reaction is funny, but what was the question? Were you in attendance of the game? Really? But the saddest part of this all is just, I think that the NBA still has a role for him. The same way that the NBA still has a role for Jonas Valanciunas. You know what I mean? These people, they can play ball, If they can sign him for the vet minimum, which, by the way, if you don't know, I'll throw it up on the screen. It's around $4 million. Would you not want Russell Westbrook on your team for $4 million? Really? Is he that much of a detriment to your cap space? Come on. It's just a sad way to go out. It's giving me Chris Paul vibes. I mean, the Thunder couldn't even give him the one-day contract like the Raptors did with Kyle Lowry. But now that he is retired, I would like to get into legacy talks, right? So where would you rank Russell Westbrook as a point guard of all time, right? So I made a list, right? And I'm going to say who I think and, who's fringe and who's undebatable, right? So Steph Curry and Magic Johnson are obviously better than Russell Westbrook. Don't get it twisted, right? Steph Curry is the best shooter of all time. Magic Johnson's probably the best point guard of all time, if you get what I'm saying. Next up's Isaiah Thomas, right? That's an era change, so one can make an argument. Then John Stockton, assist leader, but like Russell Westbrook, he never got a ring. So, what do you really like, triple doubles or assists? Like, what are we going for? And the thing that is crazy is that he's a guard doing this. Like Jokic, it's cool because you're under the hoop, right? You're gonna get a lot of rebounds. You're the playmaking big, so you get assists, and you're a big guy, so you get points. Russell Westbrook was getting triple doubles off straight heart. I know I said hard a lot, but he's just straight. Anytime he got a rebound, two hands, firmly grasp it. That's his motto, right? Next up, I had CP3, right? Same no ring contention debate, right? Obviously a very high IQ individual. Steve Nash. Now, Nash is weird because he has two of the fakest MVPs of all time, right? He didn't deserve either of them, to be completely honest with you. Gary Payton, I'm going to say no. And then there's Russ. So, at the best, Russell Westbrook's the top 3 point guard of all time. And at the worst, he's bottom 7. Not bottom, you know what I mean, top 7. So, I mean, I think that people's legacies have been defined by the end of their career way too much. Way too much. Vince Carter looked like a scrub on the Atlanta Hawks, right? Derrick Rose, when he had that emotional 50 bomb with the Timberwolves, everybody was like, hell yeah. And now, and everybody was like, okay, let's not forget about Derrick Rose. Vince Carter didn't really have a moment like that, and I think people really started crapping on him because of that. But I think it all went down with the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, that's where the whole Westbrook started, and then he says, my kid, he loves his name Westbrook. Here.
Yeah, me and my wife was at teacher parent conference for my son, and the teacher told me, she's like, Noah, he's so proud of his last name. He writes it everywhere. He writes it on everything. He tells everybody, he walks around and says, I'm Westbrook. That's his last name. And I kind of sat there in shock, and it hit me like, damn, like I can no longer allow people, for example, Westbrook to me is now shaming, like it's shaming my name.
I mean, how can you not get emotional watching that? That man's name is Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? And then all these people taunting him, hey, Westbrook. And then he walks up to him, he's going like, what did you say? What did you say? And they're like, oh, nothing. It's just like so sad because Los Angeles just like springs people into the spotlight, and Russell Westbrook was sprung into a position that he was not equipped for. He was not meant to be the ball handling, scoring playmaker. He's your glue guy who can rim run, grab a mean board, and the guy that could just hype up your entire offense. You get what I'm saying? And other things that come to mind when I think of Russell Westbrook is James Harden, right? I mean, is James Harden going to go out like that too? James Harden can I say that he's worse than Russell Westbrook right now? Is that crazy? Russ is bad. But, I mean, James Harden can't guard a lick. You remember that one guy who's like, James Harden, he can't guard a shadow.
Yeah, ahead of McLemore works on Harden, and if you're working on Harden, you basically won on nobody because he doesn't guard a shadow.
Or James Harden definitely had a pregame meal.
James Harden definitely had a pregame meal, averaging 17 points per game over the last four.
Yeah. I just think that Russell Westbrook, he's got so much more in the tank. He was one of the guys that I thought would just play until the wheels ran off. And this is just sad, This is one of the true basketball loving people left in the league. I mean, I think people like Nikola Jokic infuriate people because he doesn't really care about the game. Russell Westbrook is Nikola Jokic if he cared about the game. And then if you have not watched Russell Westbrook's MVP speech, it's like 14 minutes. It's beautiful. It's almost as good as the Joel Embiid sees you article. I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent. But anyway, Russell Westbrook retired. It's crazy, just crazy. I will be coming out with a Ben Simmons video. So if you want to watch that, subscribe right here. Stay in tune. This is my last video, the Stephen Curry problem, I called it. Because, the Warriors have decisions to make. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one, huh? Bye-bye.